Gerrymandering is a big word that you may hear often, particularly in discussions about voting and politics. But what does it mean? And how does it affect how we elect officials to lead our government? Hello, I'm Tyler Lowell. Gerrymandering can best be described as a process that strategically manipulates the boundaries of an electoral map, drawing the lines to favor one political party over another. The maps are only supposed to be drawn every 10 years to reflect population changes in a given district, but this is not always the case. A recent NBC News breakdown of the 2016 election is a great example of gerrymandering in action. In the 2016 congressional elections, the GOP captured 50.4% of the national vote, while Democrats took only 49.5%. This means the GOP took the lead in the popular vote by less than a percentage point. But gerrymandering turned that less than a percentage point difference into a 10-point split in actual congressional seats. To be fair, it's not just Republicans that use the tactic either, though the current maps do favor GOP districts. Consider Maryland, where Republican candidates statewide won 37% of the vote, but only picked up 1 out of 8 available congressional seats thanks to Democratic gerrymandering of its districts. GOP voters there recently won a federal lawsuit where a judge ordered Democrats to overturn the current maps and submit a new one by next spring in time for the 2020 congressional races. The psychological effect on voters that understand how gerrymandering can suppress their vote is usually devastating to voter turnout, and generally, this is by design. When voters are made to feel that their vote doesn't count or that their district always goes one way or another, many may choose just not to cast a ballot at all. Let's take a look at Onondaga County in 2016. About 100,000 people voted for Clinton, 80,000 voted for Trump, but nearly 170,000 people just stayed home altogether. In our current hyperpartisan and polarized political environment, Americans may not agree on much, but there is a growing charge to fix the maps nationally, looking at states like Colorado, Michigan, Missouri, and Utah, who voted last week for redistricting reform and taking the power away from politicians to draw their own maps. The newest maps will be released in 2021 based on the information gathered in the upcoming 2020 national census.